going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So Cincinnati Bengals are in trouble. Headlines reads as ESPN 15 hours ago. Has Joe Burrow soured on Bengals? Jamar Chase hasn't seen change. Shamar Stewart is doubtful to make return. Falcons listed as top landing spot for Joe Burrow. Well, for anybody who's doubting this could happen, if you're the Bengals, if this was Dallas, I'd be going bonkers. If I had a talent like Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud. I'd be going absolutely bananas if this was Dallas. But this has happened before. If any of you remember all the commercials, a little bit of luck. Get it? A little bit of luck. Andrew Luck, Indianapolis Colts, the successor to Peyton Manning. Next best thing at Stanford was, he's an unbelievable quarterback. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, they did not take care of him on the offensive line front and the talent around him. Kind of like the Chiefs are doing with Mahomes now. They're too reliant on Mahomes, and that could be the next one. I'm telling you. And Indianapolis still hasn't recovered from not only Peyton Manning, but from Andrew Luck especially. They're bringing back Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is coming back out of retirement after 5 years. Phillip Rivers, the former Charger. San Diego Chargers. Not your kids' LA Chargers. This was the San Diego Chargers. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Gold Chargers, if you all remember that, when he was governor of California. That Chargers game, Gold Chargers. Gold Chargers, goal. Anyway, enough on him. He's a great actor. Terminator. You know who he is. I hope. But they didn't protect him. He got beat up to where it wasn't enjoyable. Well, if you listen to Joe Burrow's statement, if it becomes unenjoyable, I'll play a clip in another video of it, of what he said. But Andrew Luck got beat up and he retired at 29 years old. Joe Burrow is 29 years old. Mahomes getting ready to turn 28. Going to be 29 in a couple years. You got to protect these guys, but we got to stop acting like they're the ones. Look at Minnesota. You're in the playoffs last year, doing great. You say, we don't need Sam Darnold. He goes Seahawks. They could contend for the NFC West, could win the NFC West, could be a playoff or Super Bowl team. They are a Super Bowl contender. And now McCarthy's always hurt, and you're still a contender, it's only his second year. It's really his rookie year. He missed all of last year. So cut the kid some slack. But your offensive line stinks. That's why J.J. McCarthy's hurt. He doesn't have time. It's a team game. I know when we're going to realize that while these guys are great, we got to figure out the money thing somehow. Make it up on the back end with endorsements or something, whatever it might be. Or more guaranteed money. Some way to fit the cap where you can pay your offensive linemen. Left tackle's pretty important. Guards are pretty important. Centers are important. Go ask Detroit how they're liking life without Frank Ragnow. How they like him. How did we like life without Tyler Biadasz for a while? Travis Frederick. Anybody remember what life was like initially before Biadasz came along and you had no Frederick because he got an autoimmune disease? Life without Tyron Smith for a little bit. Now, Guyton, I don't know if he's the actual replacement or not. We might have to look at another offensive tackle option next year. Guyton has not worked out very well. Tyler Smith has played very well. Tyler Booker, looking great. Cooper Beebe, minus the injury, has looked pretty daggone good. Left tackle an issue. Right tackle still an issue. So we need to solve that quickly. Now, Nathaniel Thomas, he's good at left tackle. I think he'd be better at right tackle. It's my opinion. I'd put him at right tackle. But if Bengals aren't careful, you're going to lose your superstar quarterback. And you wouldn't even be thinking about contention right now if he hadn't come back when he did. That was the Indianapolis Colts. If it wasn't for Andrew Luck, they wouldn't have been relevant. They were that bad. Now, quarterbacks like that their team, when they're not there, they can't win. Whole different story. But you've got to build around them. It's tough. He's taken a lot of hits. And Andrew Luck was 6'5". I think he's 6'5", 230 or something. He's a big dude. He broke down. Joe Burrow's, 6'4", 220? He's breaking down. He's more injured often than not. Lamar Jackson is only 6'2", maybe 220, maybe 215. He's breaking down. Cam Newton was 6'5", 6'6", 250? He got tore up, man. Your body doesn't heal faster when you get older. As all of us age, you're going to find that out. All of us are. So, that'd be a sad day. I'm not a Bengals fan. I'm a Cowboys fan first and foremost, but I am a fan of football. And I don't want us to get a Super Bowl the cheap and easy way, where guys like Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, all them, they're hurt. Justin Herbert, all those guys are hurt, and you just get in there beating backups. To me, that almost makes you have to put an asterisk by your Super Bowl win if that happened. And I want to beat Joe Burrow. I want to beat playing the opposing team's best guy at the best position, quarterback. If we outduel him and our defense stops him, so be it. If we stop the backup, it's a little different story. Caleb Williams, same way. Jordan Love, I'm not putting him in that tier yet. He's too up and down. I need more consistency. He's above average, but how much so, I don't know. We're going to find out in the playoffs. Jaden Daniels, another example. It looks like the Redskins are doing the exact same thing they did with RG3 against the same team. Is at the end of Jaden Daniels' career in a meaningless game that you're not going to win. And you might have just thrown your quarterback's future. What is he, only 21, 22, 23? 23, I think, maybe. He should have at least another 10, 12 years or more with that dude. And now his health is a concern. Legitimate concern. Again, poor offensive line. That guy's on a contract for a few more years. He's on a rookie deal, first-round pick. You got him for 5 years, and you can't build an offensive line with the cap space? You're getting junk defensive players from Dallas as your starters, and they couldn't even crack our starting roster? Dan Quinn, man, you got to do better, bro. Got to do better. That's why I said I don't like Dan Quinn as a head coach. Love him as a coordinator most of the time. But look at that game against Green Bay. That was his defense. You can say which way or the other, whatever you want. That was his defense. So what? That wasn't his fault? He didn't call that game with the Cowboys and the players we had? Some of them are the same ones on the Commanders now. Durant, Armstrong, Golston. They were there. Tyler Biotis was there on the offense. At the end of the day, hopefully Joe Burrow does not go anywhere, but it is a possibility. And it's apparently drawing attention of NFL teams. I'm telling you right now, if you don't take care of him, I think Zach Taylor needs to go. He's not a good head coach. If you don't take care of him, somebody else will. I don't think Jerry Jones won't try to go after him either. It might fail, but he'll try. With the offensive line in Dallas or the Commanders, not really. Sorry. Detroit. Pretty decent offensive line. Jacksonville. The Colts. Because remember, Daniel Jones wasn't a contact injury. It was non-contact. Turf, AstroTurf. It's a whole nother thing. Titans, their offensive lines, they got a couple pieces, but no. Think the 49ers wouldn't go after him? Seahawks have developed a pretty good offensive line. I'd kick Charles Cross to right tackle and get a left tackle. I think Cross would be better suited at right tackle. Or even guard. But you don't think, they owe Sam Darnold nothing. They can cut him after this season and only go $25 million in dead money. He's not owed 1 cent past. Nothing else is guaranteed except this year. They'd only lose $25 million. Pretty smart move by them. They've got cap space. They've got young players under young contracts, defense and offensively. Got some good draft picks coming up. If you're the Bengals, maybe time to start over. Boy, I hate saying that, but we'll get into that in another video. If you like the video, guys, like, subscribe, comment, share, notifications. Once we hit 100, doing a free giveaway. Love y'all. Peace be with you.